Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Gone Rogue, and today we are going to talk about how the podcast that I have right now, I will talk about the future of the podcast since it's not getting a lot of attention right now, and I have to announce what type of future will Real Talk About Trend podcast. So the future of Real Talk About Trend will still continue. You know why? You know why it will continue? It's because of Donald Trump. Donald fucked in the head Trump. This podcast is supposed to make aware of the issues on why he is destroying America. And it's about time that we get into launch mode. 2 lights per green. Watch just green. 0 to 60 real quick. So, where was I? Yeah, the future of the podcast. The future of the podcast will still continue. And when will it will still continue until Donald Trump is impeached or not my president anymore. That's right. Hashtag not my president. So the future of the podcast of Real Talk About Trend will continue until Donald Trump is not the president of the United States of America, the country that I love. Because Donald Trump, each and every day, is destroying America. We, as Americans, we should be ashamed of ourselves. The other 63 or 64 or 65 million people who voted for Donald Trump should be ashamed of themselves. And there are lots of reasons why Donald Trump should be ashamed of himself, not feeling any empathy for these recent mass shootings at these schools. I mean, the media saying that there have been 18 school shootings. 18 school shootings, not mass shootings. It seems like Trump-tard fucknuts who are fucked in the head are making an issue of how the media is manipulating us, but it's not true. A school shooting is whenever a shot is fired on school grounds or on school campus. A school shooting is much different from a mass shooting. Now, what constitutes a mass shooting? What defines a mass shooter? A mass shooter massacres, I think it's more than 3 people that you want to consider a mass shooting. But a school shooting is a different term. Is a different term than a mass shooting. A school shooting means that some fucked in the head fucknut brings a weapon on campus and one shot being fired, not killing anyone, is considered a school shooting. Learn the difference, Trump-tard fucknuts. Because I read a couple of posts online on my social media accounts. Is that how it's funny how they think the media is manipulating us Americans, but it's not true. They're just calling it like it is. The hypocrisy of calling it is funny, because now they're calling foul for the last year when we were calling fouls for the last 8 years. So that's that. That's my take on this on this current events. So I need to get into another lane to get past this truck in front of me. This video is about about the future of the podcast, but I just went off on a rant on how Trump taught fucknuts don't know the difference between a school shooting and a mass shooting. So I'm trying to get by this truck. The Hummer is about to pass me. The 3 left lanes is the most important lane because I need to go straight and not take the 405, which is backed up AF. So, funny how I said AF, which means as fuck. I just cursed myself explaining to these Trump card fucknuts the irony of this of my language use. So we're moving ahead with the podcast. The future of the podcast of Real Talk with Alex Trent isn't gaining attention because no one wants to hear of it. I'll still do it anyway because my passion for this country, that we need to make this issue of how Donald Trump is destroying America aware. We need to make this topic more informative on how by the midterms that we elect these Republicans out of office in the 2018 midterms election. So yeah. Sorry about the delay there, back there where I just randomly cut out the video because I had to, because it appears that my the mount of this mount is getting worn out because the rubber, the adhesive has reached its lifespan, let's say, and it couldn't stick onto the windshield, so it dropped. But I caught it, and I had to put it away because there's no, I can't have my phone while driving in motion. And yeah, so like I said, be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out that podcast. And that's about it. And be sure to subscribe. And thank you for watching Gone Rogue. And I'll see you on the next episode.